Hey everybody, this is Chris. I'm from CF Living Outdoors 1105. It used to be called Pecan Tree Reviews and that, but I got too many remarks about that, and that's why I decided to change the names to CF Living Outdoors 1105. Sorry, haven't been online in a while. Haven't made a video in a while and everything. I've been going through a bunch of issues with my family and stuff, and we've been trying to get things figured out. But now I'm back. Going to be starting to make videos again, at least hopefully once a week again. And today it's going to be a little bit longer of a video. As you can see on my tables here, I got quite a bit of stuff that I want to show y'all. And I want to try to teach y'all about starting fires and everything, and different way of starting fires and that in survival situations or in camping situations or whatever the situation may be. And I have a EDC bag right over here. It's just a little small, little over-the-shoulder EDC bag. I mean, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets in it. It's got plenty of the mold packing stuff on it. It's got a single strap on it. And if you look back here in the back, it's got a place where you can carry concealed if you're legal to do that. I have some things that I want to review today as well. The little EDC bag, I mean, it's small. I mean, it will work perfect for carrying in your car, just for little emergency situations that you might run into if your car breaks down and you have to spend the night out or whatever. I would highly recommend getting a bigger bag if you plan on doing hiking, stuff like that. This little bag will not work for that. But some of the things I wanted to review, I bought some stuff off of Amazon. I bought some stuff from like Academy, Walmart, stuff like that, and also subscription boxes like Battle Box, Tac Pack, stuff like that. The first thing I wanted to review is this one shovel. I bought it off of Amazon, and it comes with the shovel itself. It comes with 3 extra handles and everything to make it longer and things like that. But the thing is, I've had a few problems with it. The number one thing is it's real heavy. It comes in a separate pack, but the deal is just this by itself, it becomes real heavy, and if you put it in a pack, it's just going to weigh your pack down, and it's going to take up unnecessary room. I mean, there's other shovels that you can buy that are less bulky, less heavy. And plus it has a little compass right here, which I found out the hard way that compass really ain't worth a flip. You would do better by going out and buying, a regular map reader's compass, or buying a military style compass with a plastic case. But to make this shovel longer, I mean, you have to unscrew, and it has 2 or 3 other sections on it. And the first time, this right here used to be the ferrocerium rod. The first time I tried using it, it broke off. So now, the only thing I have here is just a fancy little whistle right now. And it's really not that loud. In a survival situation, that ain't gonna get nobody's attention. They tried doing it to where it has a little knife that comes with it. But when you screw it in to the handles, I mean, it's really, I mean, you're really not going to be able to use that little bitty knife for anything. I mean, it's really useless in my opinion. I mean, that little knife right there, I mean, you could pretty much just take that little knife and just, get rid of it. I mean, because it's not really worth anything. But you put these handles and that all together, it makes a nice little, nice little bitty shovel, but it's kind of fancy for survival situations. And like, again, it's heavy. And I mean, yes, it has a cutting edge here. It has a saw blade edge here. It's got 2 wrenches right here. It's got a little measuring strip right here. But for my opinion, and this is just strictly my opinion, I'm just going to give you my opinions, and I'm going to tell you what I like, what I don't like about stuff that I try. To me, this really isn't made for a survival situation. I mean, yes, you have the empty 2 tubes right here that you could put little fire kits in, or a fishing kit or whatever in. But again, it is bulky. It is bulky. It is heavy. And you can find things that are a lot better and a lot lighter, better quality. I mean, this was made in China. So yeah, it was only 40 or 50 bucks and everything. But again, it was made in China. You can find stuff that was made in the U.S. that's a lot better quality, a lot more compact, a lot lighter, and easier to pack around. So, in my opinion, that shovel, I mean, I would stay away from it. I mean, again, the compass doesn't work or anything. A couple of other things I have, and I believe on people buying books and reading books and trying to expand their knowledge about situations that they might come into. I mean, it might be a hurricane, it might be tornadoes, it could be numerous things, forest fires, stuff like that. Or, again, like some people seem to think is going to happen, a zombie apocalypse. I mean, a lot of people believe that. A lot of people believe that there is a virus out there, just like when they did this alert thing a week ago, and that they were talking about how it was going to activate a virus that turns everybody into zombies. But one of the books that I purchased myself and that I liked reading, it was by Kate Rowanowski. It's called The Prepper's Pocket Companion. And I mean, it has all kind of things in how to can foods, how to store water, how to make shelter, how to recover water, how to store water, like from rainstorms and stuff like that. And I mean, it's got a lot of good information in it. I highly, highly recommend this book. I mean, it's great reading, and it's broke down into sections. That is a very, very good book. Another one that I got through one of my subscription boxes from BattleBox. It is called The Survival Hacks, Over 200 Ways to Use Everyday Items for Wilderness Survival. And it's written by Creek Stewart. He is the author of The Perfect Bug Out Bag. I mean, it is a very, very good book, and it's all labeled according to what type of sections or what type of stuff you're looking for, whether it be shelter, water, fire, food, staying healthy, and gear. And when you go through here, I mean, it actually has illustrations and very, very detailed instructions on how to make things and use stuff. I mean, like right here, I mean, duct tape snow goggles. It shows you how to make duct tape snow goggles. And I mean, anybody that knows about survival and bug out bags and everything, one of the most important things that you can have in your bag is tape. Either electrical tape. I like electrical tape and duct tape. Electrical tape, you can use it to stretch to wrap around wounds or whatever. And then you got regular gray duct tape, which a lot of people call it Georgia Chrome. They call it Georgia Chrome. A lot of people call it 55-mile-an-hour tape. It is very, very good for patching holes on your shelter. It is very, very good for starting fires because it's very flammable. You can use it to start fires. But I'll get to that here in a little bit with the fire starting stuff, and that I'm going to show y'all. I bought a little mini survival kit off of eBay. I mean, not eBay, I'm sorry, Amazon. There is some useful things in it, but then there are some things in it that, in my opinion, are crap. Okay? Number one, you have what they call a survival or tactical pen. I mean, it's just a regular ballpoint pen, but it has a glass breaker on here. So if you have it in your vehicle and some reason you fall off into water and you can't get out, because everybody knows that when that water builds up against those windows, it's dang near impossible to break it. With this, all you have to do is just hold it and punch. Window shatters, you can escape. That's one useful thing in there. Another useful item, they have a ferrocerium rod with a striker. Okay. This is a way to start fires. It is one of the easiest ways to start fires. People that don't know about ferrocerium rods, they have a black coating on them. Okay? To get it to work, you have to take your striker and scrape that black stuff off. That's why if you look at your striker right here, it's U-shaped and it has teeth in there to use to scrape the black stuff off. And once you get it to where it's shiny like this, then you can take your striker and you can actually start a fire with it, as long as you have the tinder and everything else. And I like it because it's got, you know, pretty good string on there, so you can actually do what you need to do. That is a useful thing. A little flashlight, okay? And just to show you, it actually works, and it can be either like a floodlight, or you can zoom it and make it even bigger. So I mean, here, look, see how it is on my wall right here? It's real big. Then you can take it, make it a concentrated beam. Okay? So the flashlight, it runs off of one AAA battery. It has a belt clip on it right here. But you can also use that to tie it to something like in a camp or something like that. It has a high-vis button on it, so it'd be easy to spot. Very, very useful. You always want to have light. Always. Always. But always make sure you have extra batteries. And make sure you check them regularly to make sure they keep working. Very useful. One thing that is not useful, I don't know who or what type of person was thinking that this was going to be good for this little survival kit. It is a very, very small little not flashlight, but knife. I mean, you can see how big it is compared to my hand, okay? This little one came in this kit. This is the type of pocket knife that I recommend people carry, okay? See how much bigger it is? And that's the blade. See how small that is? That's the blade that you normally need to carry something that size, okay? Because that'll be way more useful than any little knife like this. I guess they thought it was going to be helpful because it has a little wrench right here and a bottle opener. Okay, I'm sorry, in a survival situation, I'm not worried about having a bottle opener. There's more ways than this to open a bottle. Okay? And plus two, like this knife, it locks. When I open it up, it locks. It's not shutting nothing. Okay, you actually have to push here to get it to shut. This one here, all I have to do is just hold it, and one finger. Very, very cheaply made. Piece of junk. That's a piece of junk, and this one's from that shovel. Piece of junk. This little keychain flashlight. Just a little keychain flashlight, okay? It runs off of a little bitty battery that's inside, and they got it sealed to where you cannot even replace it if need be. I mean, see, I'm pushing on it and not doing nothing. Nothing. So, another thing, it's just good for putting keys on. That's it. Piece of junk. Waste of money. These, some people swear by these things. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. All it is, in my opinion, is just a gimmick to, sorry about the noise, people, everybody, there's vehicles going by. I live right next to a little dirt road. But these little survival cards, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's a little survival card. It is a piece of junk. Yes, they do have some uses, but with a good multi-tool that you should have in your survival kit, you replace this whole thing. You replace this whole thing with a good multi-tool. The only thing that I like about it is they give you a list of all the parts on there. That's the only good thing about this. Only good thing. And I mean, yes, you probably could use this as a striker for your ferrocerium rod. which I don't know. I've never tried. Let's try it out and see what it does. Hey, it does throw some sparks. So yeah, it's got one good use. Hey, okay. And it comes with a little plastic fake leather pouch. I mean, but so I'll give that a pass because it will work on a striker as a striker. So I'll give that a pass. Map reading compass. These compasses are better. They are way better. Again, people, please excuse the noise going by. There's cars going by, but I don't know if y'all can see it. Most of them are clear. You can get some that are colored and everything, but these are like for when you're reading maps. Use it to get your bearings and stuff like that. These compasses, they're all right. They're a lot better than the one that's in the back of this piece of junk shovel. Okay, I mean it will tell you north, south, east, west, stuff like that. But still, I prefer the military style compasses that have the little lid that you have to open up. They're more protective, more accurate. Yes, this one does have some little cordage on it, so you can make a necklace out of it or whatever. But again, like I said, this one came in this little kit. This one, it's about to fall out. I don't know if y'all can see it wobbling. I don't know if y'all can hear it rattling. I mean, that's a piece of junk. But they do sell compasses like this that are way, way, way better quality. Like Academy, Dick's Sporting Goods, a lot of sporting goods stores. They sell a different variety of compasses. The little bitty ones that's like in the back of this shovel, stay away from. Always make sure you have a good compass. But this one, piece of junk. Okay? Now, the one thing, another good thing that came in that survival kit is this little box. Okay? Just a plastic little box. Got some little foam in it. This can actually be used to store survival stuff in. Okay? Like you're going to want your flashlight. Got your flashlight in there. Okay? You're going to have a way to start fire. In survival situations or emergency situations, you have to have a way to make fire. Because one of the most important things when you're in a survival situation is fire. Because without fire, you get cold if it's wintertime. With fire, you have security. Okay? Fire can keep you warm. It gives you security. It gives you light. You can cook food with it. You can boil water with it. You can keep wild animals from coming into your camp. Okay? So, with this little box right here, again, I'm going to go over this fire starting stuff later. I'm just going to show y'all how to do this stuff. Okay? Ferrocerium rod. Fits in there perfect. Okay? You're going to need some kind of cordage for stringing up a cover to make a tent or make some kind of a shelter or to tie things. That fits in there. Okay? Then you're going to have some kind of fire tinder, a fire starting aid, which means, laugh if you want, people, cotton balls with Vaseline. You take Vaseline and a bunch of cotton balls and you rub that Vaseline off of them cotton balls and that, and you put it in a Ziploc baggie, then you can fold this joker down, put that in your kit. As long as you have a way of striking that, you're going to have fire. I'm going to show y'all here when I get to this stuff over here, but I'm just showing you right now what you can make with this, okay? But all that stuff fits in here perfectly. And I mean, like, you know, the little card I gave a pass to, let's throw that in there because we got to, that'll help us strike a fire if we need. But now you have a small, compact fire starting kit that will fit in this bag. And you have a way to start a fire in your bag, okay? And it works perfect in your big backpacks, all that stuff, camping, all kind of stuff. Because you're going to have a way to cook food and boil water if you don't have water. You got to have fire. All right, next thing. I know y'all been eyeballing this bright little orange thing sitting on the table. This is a little fishing kit, okay? And believe it or not, I bought this at Walmart. It was like 15 bucks. I mean, if you look inside, it comes with a few things. It comes with a few things in there. It comes with some bobbers and, yeah, tell you what, I'll open it up for y'all. Okay, it just got a little thing that you push right here. Oh, what we got here? We got a little bitty piece of foil. That little bitty piece of foil can make several things in your camp. Okay, you catch a fish. Okay, well, you don't like putting your fish directly on the fire because you don't like eating the coals that get stuck to it, right? Well, now you got a way to wrap it up. You can wrap up your fish. Okay, this can be used to make a bowl. It can be used to make a cup to drink out of. All kind of stuff. Then we got a little thing right here. Got some fishing line in it. Got some little, I don't know if y'all can see them little bright yellow little bitty bobbers. Okay? Got some little bitty hooks in it, a couple little weights. That right there, if you don't have any food, that right there can catch you some small little fish to eat. To make something to eat. Okay? The thing I find funny about this little kit, little bitty ferrocerium rod. I mean little bitty one. I mean little. I take pills bigger than that. I mean, but, and they even thought of it. You got a little bitty knife in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I mean, it's it's itty bitty. It's got a little saw blade on it, and I hate to see the twig that you try to cut with that, but it's got some little sharp edges on it. Okay. It's got a little ring on it where you can hang it for a necklace. I don't know. It might work for jewelry. I don't know. But see, you got a little bitty ferrocerium rod right here that you could use this to, you know, try to, it's going to take you a little bit with that little bitty thing, but to try to start a fire. That's why I say carry the bigger ones. I mean, me personally, I got big bear paws, people, okay? I like the bigger rods, which sounds funny as heck. Don't get me wrong. I know y'all are laughing at that. But I like the bigger ferrocerium rods. They're easy to start fires with. I'm going to put that over here because we're going to be using that here in a little bit. All right. And it comes with a little bit of cotton to help start a fire. A little bitty bag. Do yourself a favor. This right here will be good for one fire. Okay? Get you something like I was talking about. Get you like a sandwich bag. Put you some of them cotton balls with that Vaseline in there. I mean, that works great every time. Another good thing is, I know your wife or your fiance or whoever sitting there drying clothes. Okay, they got to have a dryer, right? Well, what do they do when they pull that screen out of there? They clean all that lint off of there, right? Keep that lint. That lint will help you start a fire. It is a tinder. Okay? And in here also, which I don't know if I want to pull this thing out. It looks, well, it's kind of sealed up, but it's got a little bitty razor blade in here. Okay? It's got a little bitty razor blade in there that you can use to fillet your fish, cut your fish, whatever. But that's in here as well. But if you look at it, let me shut that back up real quick. If you look at it, you got all these other compartments right here. All these other compartments that you could put more fishing stuff in or survival stuff in. Me, I got this one big compartment in here. So I went on to Amazon and I found it's called a pin fishing rod. It's no bigger than this, but it unscrews, and when you take the cap off, it has a fishing pole that extends out 3 foot. Okay? I'm going to keep that in here because it'll fit in here perfect. Because, yeah, I got fishing line and hooks and weights and bobbers, but nothing to tie to. I mean, you could use a stick, do the same thing, or you can get you a piece of that, what they call that stuff that you always see by creeks and that, Georgia cane. You can get some of that, make you a little fishing pole out of. I mean, that stuff works good. Hell, me and my grandpa used to use that stuff all the time when we went fishing. But the thing is, too, it has a water seal all the way around. So if you were to drop this in the water, number one, your stuff's not going to get all runt and wet. And once you lock this thing in, it's sealed. It's bright orange, so you'll be able to find it in a heartbeat. So another thing you need to fit in there. Plus, it would fit in your bags. Real easy. Small, compact. You got everything you need. Another thing you're going to have to make a shelter if need be. Cordage. You got to have some kind of a cordage. This is just some little cordage that I had. I prefer paracord. But this cord right here, in a pinch, can help you start a fire. Because inside here, if you take off this black coating, it's got threads in there. You can use those threads, fluff them out. You can use it to make a fire. So that right there was tremendous help. Now, to start a fire, or to have a fire, you have to have wood. You have to have kindling. You have to have tinder to start a fire. This is a little axe that I bought at Walmart, and it's made by Black Label Tactical Blades. Okay? Real sharp. I mean, this will work great on cutting kindling, cutting firewood, small pieces of firewood, to help you get a fire going. And plus, too, if you're hunting or whatever and you take a certain large animal, this can help you cut through the bones as well. And plus, too, it has a pick on it. So, if you're looking for one thing that I'm going to be telling you about with starting fires, which is called fat wood, this stuff right here. This comes from dead pine trees, cedar trees, any kind of conifer tree. This comes from it. But the tree has to be dead because this settles down. It's the sap that settles all down in the trunk. Well, that little pick can help you get to this. And one thing I like about this, it has a hard plastic case. It has clips to where you can put it on your mold webbing, on your pack, where you carry it on the outside. And plus, too, it has a lock on it to where it will keep your axe in here. Plus, too, the reason I like this one is you have to put it in like this at an angle, and then you turn it in, and you heard it click, it locks in there. See? And then you flip that down over it. It's ready to go. We have another car going by again. Please excuse the noise. But also, this hatchet has cording around the handle. It helps you grip it, but in a situation, if need be, you can use that. Okay? This I like a lot. One thing I do hate, please excuse the noise again. We have another vehicle going by. One thing that I would highly, highly recommend. Hold on just a second, people. One of my neighbors going by with a cattle trailer, and so that's why it's kind of noisy. One thing that I would recommend spending the extra money to get is a better quality emergency blanket. This will get you out of a bind. But the only thing I don't like about these, they are paper thin. And one thing I don't like about them is they rip real easy. That's why I'm saying spend the money to get the ones. They're orange on one side. Okay, the other side it's reflective, but they have a rip stop technology on them, to where it's dang near impossible to rip them. I've got some on order. I'm waiting for them to come in, and I'm going to do a review on those as well. But these right here, I mean, they're cheap for a reason. That's why you can buy them for like 10 of them for like $4, because I mean, I'm not putting any pressure into it at all. I mean, it just rips and rips and rips. I mean, these, they're junk. They're junk. I hate those. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. That's why I'm recommending stay away from those and spend the extra money to get the real good ones. Okay? All right. Another item that you have to have in your packs or in a survival situation is knives. You have to have a good knife, especially if you're in a survival situation. And I'm not talking about just any cheap, M-Tech or some brand knife like that. You need to get a knife that has full tang all the way through. And I mean all the way through. I mean just some kind of knife, some kind of a good knife that can be used for bushcraft stuff like that. Because if you don't have one of these to split wood, you can use these. You can use these right here to split wood. All you have to do is put it on your piece of wood, take another piece of wood and beat it, and it'll go down through it. And then also you can use these to scrape these to make your tinder or your fire starting aid, if this is all you have. Okay? But like this one, it's a Gerber. This is a Gerber knife. And proud to say, made in the USA. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's made in the USA. One thing I like about this, plastic case, and it has the mold clip. What I like about it is you have to pinch it and then pull through each one. Okay? I love this. And I love the way that this knife, did you hear it click? When it goes in, hear it? It's not coming out. It's not coming out at all. This one I ordered off of Amazon. It is based off of a bayonet style. It has the clamp right here and where the barrel sticks through. But one thing I like about this, if you have wire that you're carrying your kit and you need it to cut stuff or whatever, if you look on the back of the sheath, it has this little notch right here on the back of the sheath. See how it's got that hole right there? You take this, put that over that notch, put your wire in there, and then you can cut it. It doubles as a wire cutter, okay? I like the case. It's very, very hard plastic case. The knife has a serrate on it to where you can use it as a saw if need be. But also, on here, it has a pouch on the front that, looky what we have. We have a magnesium block with a ferrocerium rod on it to use for striking fires. So, that right there would work. And then, got an old hacksaw blade. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's an old hacksaw blade. Cut it, and you can use this, supposedly, as a striker. Well, let's give it a try and see what it does. Nope, does not work. Junk. But this right here, you can use with your other knife to scrape magnesium off, make shavings, and then use it to strike a fire. So, see the fire? Well, this one might not work that good anymore. So, I have to get a new one. But they do work. The magnesium that comes off of these works excellent for catching fires. But I do like this because it's a plastic pouch. It's real heavy. I love a heavy knife. Works great for cutting stuff. And it's got the clip to go across it and everything and lock it in. But all in all, good knife. Okay? Both of these are good knives. This one is a good knife. Now here, this is a mossy oak. Okay? I would like for the blade right here to be a little bit thicker. This is more of a hunting knife, I guess you could say. But it will suffice. Okay? It's got a leather wrapped handle and everything. Comes in a nylon sheet. The only thing I hate about these nylon sheets, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, these daggum little snap tabs always tend to rip out. Always. They always tend to rip out. So I would personally, I would rather go for a knife like this or like this that has these type sheaths. They work better, and I love them. But don't get me wrong, Mossy Oaks makes some good knives. The only thing is, I do not like the little snaps that they have on the sheaths. Now, this knife right here is my everyday carry knife. Okay, this is made by Smith & Wesson, and I mean it. Very smooth opening, so opens up real easy. It has the thumb lock on it, because this one will not lock. I mean, it will lock, but it will not release until you hit the lock to release. It has a belt clip right here to where you can carry it in your pocket. You can hook it on your backpack, whatever. If you do not like the tension of it, if you want it a little looser, a little tighter, it has a set screw right here to where you can tighten it up or loosen it. So very good knife. You always want to have a good pocket knife. So let me get some of this stuff moved out of the way real quick, and then we'll get into the fire starting stuff. So I'm going to move some stuff out so that y'all can see, because I want to show y'all and try to show y'all some things. I got a pan here because I'm actually going to strike some fires for y'all to show y'all how easy it is. Okay, we got our Ferrocerium, and I'm going to use either this striker or show you how to do it with a pocket knife. Now, there's several ways to start a fire in a fire situation, in a survival situation. Easiest way is what they call a pull start kit. Okay, that's the easiest way. If you look on the back, it's got directions. It's got a green string and a red string. Okay, take the green string and you put it around your log. Okay, you put this inside your fire or inside your wood that you're going to burn. That's where this comes in. Hooks onto the log in underneath, and you pile more logs on top. Have this red string that's on this side strung out. Okay, then once you get it piled up the way that you want it, you take that string and you pull it, and it'll pop. And this joker will go to smoking like crazy. But then all of a sudden, it catches fire. So, very simple, but it is one use only. That's it. You get one fire. And unless you can figure out a way to carry fire with you to another spot if you have to, it's only one fire. So, put that over here. Now, a lot of people, this is made by, forgot to tell y'all. This stuff right here, it's made in the USA, and it's actually called Pull Start Fire. Okay? These are U.S. Coast Guard weatherproof matches. Okay? These things, you can get them wet. You can blow on them. Everything. They will not go out until it gets to the end. They come in a highly reflective orange case. It's got a little bit of cotton in the bottom of it to help you start the fire. Okay. Inside, it has extra striker strips. Okay. Because if you look on the side of your case right here, it's got one right here. That's where you strike your match on. And these things, I mean, they're chunky. They're chunky. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But these are waterproof. They're in a case, like I said, that has a screw top on it. You get about 20 of them in there. Okay. But they are supposedly stormproof. These are windproof. They're waterproof. You cannot put them out until they burn down to the end right here and they go out on their own. But this will help you get a fire going if you have dry tinder. Okay. Or if you have plenty of this fat wood. But just to show y'all, I'm going to go ahead and strike one. Okay. Now I'm going to try blowing on it, see if I can blow it out. See, it keeps coming back. See, now it's getting to the end. It goes out. Okay. So these, if you have enough of them, these will help you get a fire going. I mean, they're highly recommended. Okay, highly, highly recommended. Because I mean, at least you can get at least 10 fires going out of 20. So out of 20 matches, you can get 10 of them going. So that's a good one. Another one, just a regular old cigarette lighter. But what happens when you run out of fuel? Okay, you can still use it, even though it's out of fuel. You can still use it because to get that, it has to have a spark, right? If you have, cotton balls with Vaseline on it or fat wood or whatever, as long as you've got that spark will catch those cotton balls and Vaseline on fire. Okay? It will catch those on fire. So even though you run out of fuel, don't throw it away. As long as you've got a spark in it, it'll still work great. Okay? Right here. This has to be the smallest little bitty ferrocerium rod emergency tool that I've ever seen. Okay? Ferrocerium rod's right there. Just right there on the top. Okay? And then you pull right here where the lanyard eye is. You pull that. That's your striker. That's your striker. Little bitty thing. All you do is you just put it on there like that, and see, it throws sparks, which is what you want. But one thing about this little bitty tool, this is made by fiberlightsfs.com. One thing I like about this little tool, it's got a whistle. So if you're in an emergency situation and you're waiting to be rescued, you have a way to signal your searchers that are trying to find you. You can blow that whistle, or if you have some kind of an animal in the middle of the night coming up to your camp that you want to scare off, you can blow that whistle, scare them off. Or if your searchers are coming, you can blow that, they can find you. Oh, that is another very, very important thing about fire. Signal fires. Signal fires so people can find you. But this right here, I mean, that's the smallest little bitty thing, fire starter, fire striker, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever seen. But make sure you get one. I mean, it actually works. And as you can tell, I've used it. It actually works. Get one for your pack. You could put that in your pocket. Okay? Another ones I have. Okay, Lord & Field. Came through my battle box. All right. First off, comes in this nice little wooden box. Be good for other things too. But it comes with cotton batting. Comes with some cotton batting that you can use to start fire. And look at here. It comes with a piece of wax paper. You'd be surprised how flammable that is. That will start a fire in a heartbeat. But it all comes in this nice little bitty wooden box kit. But I mean, it fits down in there so perfect, cotton. But it comes with a nice big fat ferrocerium rod. I mean, nice and fat. Big handle to be able to hold on to it. And you got your little striker. You got your little bitty striker right there. You got a nice handle that you can grab on, and you can hold your ferrocerium rod and just, oh, you see those sparks? That's a bunch of them. That's a bunch of sparks. Lord & Field, I found, is one of the best when it comes to survival and being able to make fire and all kind of stuff. They sell all kinds of fire or survival stuff. But they are a little pricey. I'm not going to lie. They are a little pricey. I've looked them up online. But again, it's like that old saying, what you pay is what you get. If you pay a cheap price, you're going to get cheap stuff. Okay? This right here, I highly, highly recommend Lord & Field. Another Lord & Field. Okay? This one's a little different. This is, I guess you could say, almost like a multi-tool. But it's not. This is a necklace. Okay. It's a little necklace. Okay. You see that little bitty black rod right there? That's a little ferrocerium rod. Okay. The necklace you can use to start a fire. It's made up of different types of fibers that once you fluff it out, it will catch sparks to make a fire. And in here, you have to pull some slack through, pull it out, and looky here. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a little arrowhead, very, very sharp. Okay? You can use that to make a spear, to spear frogs, spear fish, defend yourself, whatever. You can use that also to strike that little ferrocerium rod to make fire. But if you decide you don't want to use it for any of that, you just like the way it looks, well, hey, you got some nice jewelry, got some nice bling bling to wear. I mean, it'll fit perfect. And if you decide that you don't need it and you want to put it back up, it very easily, very, very easily goes right back in to its little pouch. And you got a nice fancy little necklace again to wear. But that is another survival or a way to start fire if need be. Okay, so that's another one. That's also by Lord & Field. Another good thing to have, or another one to try, it's called Pyro Putty. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's called Pyro Putty. This is a material, it's almost like a putty, bright orange putty. And what you do is you take a little piece of it out and you fluff it up, which I'm going to show y'all here in a little bit. You fluff it up, put it in your pile, strike it, catches a spark, starts fire. Well, then you have a way to make fire with that. That is another fire starting aid. Okay. Then here, this is made by Fiber Light again. This is a material that they make to help with starting fires. It's finely ground up wood that you just have to fluff it apart and everything and put it in your stuff and strike it and get a fire going. But that is another one. And plus too, when you run out, you still have another tin to make char cloth or whatever. And this one I do not recommend. I've tried it before, and if it's not the middle of the summer, bright, sunny, hot days, then it's not going to work. It's called a parabolic mirror. I mean, I do not like these at all. There's too many other ways to be able to start a fire and be able to survive. Okay, this I wouldn't even waste my time with. But okay, I was showing y'all like the cotton balls with the Vaseline. A lot of people they don't want to carry it in plastic bags or whatever. Well, you could do this. Old medicine bottle. Okay. I took a bag that had about twice as much as this and got it stuck in here. Okay. It's smaller, more compact, easy way to carry. And plus two, it keeps everything nice and dry. So that's a good thing to use too. Another one is the fat wood. Okay. The fat wood, I mean, yes, this whole thing is basically a big candle. But you do not want to use this whole thing. You can use it once you get a fire going to help it get going better. You can throw one of these on and it will get the fire going better. But what you want to do with this is take your knife and never push your knife. Never. Just hold your knife still, pull your wood under it. You just want to take it and just make shavings. See how I'm making shavings with it? That's all you want to do. Okay? And if you want to make like a, if you want to use the whole thing, you can just take your thumb, put your thumb on the back, and just push it to where you get it fluffed up a little bit. See how it's fluffing up? Just like that. How it's like that right there. Do it on the other side. Just something like that, where it looks like that. I don't know if y'all can see that. But that right there, you just made yourself a candle, a fire starting candle, because these little pieces will catch fire and make a bigger flame and give you a better chance to catch something else on fire to make your fire. This is some of the most important stuff that you can ever have. This, these, knife. I mean, I can't stress enough how important a fire is in a survival situation. I mean, these right here, I mean, just to show you, I'm about to show you how flammable and how easy. I don't know if y'all can see in the pan right here, but if y'all look right here, I got a pile of this right here. Okay? Now, I got my fire striker. Okay? When you're trying to start a fire, do not push. Okay? You want to take your ferrocerium rod and pull. Keep this still, because if you try to push, you're going to end up taking this and hitting your pile and scattering your stuff everywhere. Okay? So, like, we want to see how it does? So now, what we're going to do, you're going to take, I'm going to turn it this way a little bit. Take this, put it right here, put it right there next to it, and it takes a few times. Come on. Got to pack it up more. I'm going to stand up for this, okay? There we go. See? I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see it? See how, I mean, you just have to get the sparks to land directly in it. Now, once you got the fire going, you can pile your other twigs and stuff and leaves or whatever on top of that. So now that's going, okay? Okay. But see, that will help y'all get a fire going. Okay? Now, the good one. This is my favorite. This stuff and this stuff is my favorite stuff to get fires going, because this and this is waterproof. You can drop this in the water, shake it off, you can still start a fire with it. This, it can be pouring down, freaking raining. It's still going to catch fire. Let's see, I got one little piece, all right? Move this other stuff out the way here. You take your cotton ball, you just kind of pull it apart, fluff it a little bit. Make it kind of fluffy, bigger area, okay? Now you put that down in there. I'm going to stand up again. Got your striker, got your ferrocerium rod. Let's see. One time. One time. One strike. There it goes. Again, that'll burn for a while, enough to get your fire going. Put your stuff on there and everything. Okay. Now, we're going to try some of these other things. I've actually tried both of them, so, and they do work. Okay, but I just want to show y'all. Okay, this is the pyro putty. Okay, that's this stuff, pyro putty. What you're going to do, you're going to get a small little pinch. Okay, see, that's about all you need right there. Right there, that's all you need. Same thing as with the cotton ball. Fluff it out a little bit, kind of open them fibers up, get real nice and fluffy. Okay, Okay, now I'm going to show y'all. That's as big a spot that I have. That's next to my thumb. Okay, now got your strikers. Okay, let's. Oop. Got the cotton ball going again. Told you that stuff's good. Now let's move this back this way a little bit up here. Okay. There it goes. See? Right there. Can you see it right there? That's going good. And see now, that's basically the same thing as the cotton balls with the Vaseline. But the only thing is, this stuff costs about $20 a can. But you can probably get 50, 60, 70 fires, maybe more, depending on how big a piece you use it, out of this can. So, all right, so that's going now. Put that out. Move that stuff over, get it out of the way. Woo, that's a little warm. All right. Now, this is the Fiber Light fire starter. Okay. See, told you I was just like some finely ground up little chunks of wood. They got a little paraffin in here. So we're going to grab a little pinch of that. About that big. Put that on our thing. Just kind of, it's already naturally fluffy because of the type of material it is. See, I don't know if y'all can see it, but right here it is. Okay. Grab my same tools. Not doing nothing different here. Put it down here again. Look at there. Already going. 2 strikes. It's already going. So, then you just have to throw your little sticks on there, twigs on there, whatever. Throw all that stuff on there. See? That's all there is to it. But that's how easy it is to get a fire going. As long as you have the right stuff. Okay? I mean, yes, this fat wood right here, I mean, it's Mother Nature's match, is what a lot of people call it. Mother Nature's match. Because once you put a spark to this, it's going to burn. This stuff right here, whoever came up with that, man, they deserve a big pat on the back, because that saves a lot of people right there. These two, greatest. Great. Fire strikers, again, get yourself a decent sized one. Okay, because that will make a difference in a survival situation. That is some of the best stuff to use. Okay, but like I said, that's an easy. I just wanted to show you all a few ways to start fires and everything. I gave y'all some reviews on some products and everything that I purchased and bought myself and everything, and ones that I would use, some that I wouldn't use in a survival situation. But like I said, I'm gonna try to do a video like this once a week, and I'm gonna give you my recommendations. These recommendations or dislikes, they're my opinion. It's all my opinion. Okay, you can. I mean, the only way that you're going to know about the tools and the items that you need for survival is by you trying them yourself. This stuff right here, this is the easiest stuff to use. Okay, somebody that's just starting out, this is the easiest thing to use. Okay, this right here would be number 2. Okay, these take a little bit more practice, but you first have to learn how to use one of these. If you don't have this or these to start a fire, this is your best option. This is your best option right here. Okay? But I just wanted to come out and let y'all know my opinion about things and everything and try to teach. If y'all watch this video and y'all like it and y'all appreciate what I'm doing, please help me out by giving me the thumbs up or a thumbs down. I mean, either way, it helps my channel. Like, subscribe, please share it. Share it with anybody that you know that might be interested in stuff like this. And please, I'm open to suggestions. If y'all know of anything else that I need to try or that y'all would like me to try and give reviews on, please put it in the comments. I do read all the comments, okay? I'm trying to help and trying to educate people and give my opinion on things. Some of this stuff, yeah, I don't like. Somebody might like it. Hey, that's their opinion. Okay? So, again, I'm Chris with CF Living Outdoors 1105. I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Please give me reviews. Tell me what you want me to test. Tell me. Anything with survival, camping, hunting, fishing, whatever, please. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day, and thank you so very much. Bye-bye.